Ugh. Ricky Martin.
I can't believe you didn't react to me burping.
Well, because I was looking at a picture of Ricky Martin. I literally have a tab open up over here that just has Ricky Martin on it. So I wasn't even paying attention to you at all, really. He's so handsome.
Hold on, I'm chewing.
What are you eating?
I'm eating my cannibalism M&Ms. I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah, those special ones you got at the M&M store. we spent $200 respectively at the M&M store. Don't at me, okay? Anyway, welcome to Text Me Back Pod, which is the podcast that's back from the last time you listened to it.
That's right.
Which was last week. And now it's this week.
Meagan, I was at, must have been the grocery store, because that's the only place I go. Fat.
Chunky.
No, I was at the grocery store, and then there were two people talking, like two friends talking in the line. And then one of them said to the other one, make sure you text me back or something. And I went, are they talking about the podcast?
No, they're not.
I just heard a normal person say text me back in the wild, and I forgot that it's just a phrase that means something.
That's my biggest fear. And in fact, I was confronted with that the other day. Some people in my normal life discovered that I have a podcast, and I said, oh no. Now, who told you about that? Who told you about my podcast? Because I'm going to end their life.
Now, Meagan.
Yes.
We're so different, you and I. Because when I find out that if I meet a random person and they say, oh, I listen to the podcast, I scream with delight.
With delight, yeah. I think for me, I continue to have this feeling that we just make the podcast and we fart it right out onto the RSS feed.
Yeah.
It dissipates into the winds of the internet, and then we move on with our lives. At no point do I envision a person listening to it. So honestly, when we do this, I feel like you and me are just having a nice time, which is why I enjoy it. The part where people listen to it is kind of a foreign concept to me.
Yeah.
So there is a part of me that when someone's like, I listened to your podcast, I was like, did I three-way call you? Like, I don't remember. I don't recall you being there. What do you mean you listened to my podcast?
Meagan, you know what? I think we need to drop this, because I think if I keep pushing you to recognize that the podcast is popular, you're not going to want to do the podcast.
I'm going to quit the podcast.
And maybe you're going to get like awkward and weird when we're recording, because I think it's a strength of the podcast that you have no object permanence.
Yeah, I know. Every Thursday, somebody jingles the Riverside login to me, and I go, "Ooh,
exactly.
Ooh."
So you're right, Meagan. We're just having a call. We're just having
this is our Zoom call where we're discussing some business that we saw on the various locations. We're going to do a little show today. We're doing a show that involves the following. I have Megan's Journey to, another guy I got involved with. I also have bad news TikTok Digest. Lindy would like to talk about parasocial activity, the ghost dimension. And then we have a new segment that we're not sure what we're calling it yet. But
it's going to be a game time decision. We got a bunch of good ideas.
Get ready for that. But first, can I say something that has been making me laugh for like 3 weeks?
Please.
So as everyone who listens to the show knows, we're at war with Iran, I guess, which is like really cool. And this is actually not what I want to talk about. But a few weeks ago, President Trump came out. Donald Trump, you know him? Donald Trump came out and gave an address to the nation. By the way, he interrupted Survivor to do this, which, bruh. Anyway, and it was like really deranged and crazy. And he said he was going to nuke everybody back into the Stone Age. And I said, great, I love to pay for that. And I love to be a part of it. Anyway, so I was chatting with some friends of mine about it, and I was like, this is so insane. I feel like we're so fucked. We're so doomed. Like, I guess we'll just sit back and wait for the retaliation. And my friend Shannon said, I love you guys, but this country is caca. And I said, caca?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard caca in some time.
Yeah. That's good.
And dude, it hit. It hit. I went back into the group chat like 24 hours later just to be like, just so you know, I'm still thinking about caca. That was good.
I got caca on my mind.
I got caca on the cabeza, dude, because that was a good one.
Well,
I said not caca.
You know, Meagan, this is a constant struggle. I as a person who loves talking about doo-doo, feces, and sharts, I'm constantly looking pee-pee-poo-poo. I'm constantly looking for what's the new hip cool word. What's the least played out word for feces?
Baby.
For a long time, it was feces. You and I used to love to say feces. Then
and the British spelling, F-A-E-C-E, faces.
I lately I've been struggling because poo-poo is not that funny anymore. Poo. Sometimes poo with no
dookie. Dookie's kind of good. But baby,
but caca? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I've been thinking about caca for 3 weeks straight.
And this country is
sensational. This country is caca. Big time caca. You know what I'm saying? Right in the diaper, too, they say. Anyway, so I just wanted to share caca. That's a micro segment we're calling caca. Get involved.
So, all right. Since we don't have yet a theme song, a jingle for Meagan's journey. For Meagan's journey.
Oh, speaking of jingles, Shannon is also the name of Steven's wife who did the What You Watchin' jingle. And so I just wanted to put some respect on a powerful woman's name.
That's right.
Thank you, Shannon.
In the absence of a jingle for Meagan's journey, I have a temporary jingle that I think evokes a journey. Here we go.
Hit the road, dude. This ain't no state property. This is private property.
Oh, I can't get enough of Hit the Road, Dude.
That's when you
hit the road, dude.
Hit the road, dude, and get a start on the first step of Meagan's journey.
Meagan's journey 2, back in the habit. Okay, so last time we were talking about Meagan's journey was like right before I went to Puerto Rico, because I was like, it's kind of the culmination, right? Because I got sort of mentally ill about Bad Bunny, which I still suffer from to this day. And then you were like, oh, but couldn't Meagan's journey be about something else? And I was like, no.
Yeah, you said
only about Bad Bunny.
Yeah, you said forever.
Forever.
And that didn't sit right with me.
And that's a case that didn't sit right with you. And I think that's right to say. Normally I like to disagree with you even when I do actually agree with you, because
oh yeah,
Meagan, it's funnier that way.
I think war is bad.
I love it because you know what I love? Caca. So anyway, so I think you were right to say it, because we're getting ready to go to Puerto Rico, and I'm like downloading music so I can listen to tunes on the plane. And I was like, I feel like it's a little cliche to just like only listen to Bad Bunny on the plane to Puerto Rico.
Imagine if you had wired headphones and then the thing came out of the jack. Everyone on the plane like, heard you listening to Bad Bunny.
Yeah, it's just sort of like loser behavior. So I was like, but I do want to like get my vibes up. I want to be in the right mood. So I was like, you know what? And this person has been on my mind because he appeared as a special guest during Bad Bunny's halftime show. Oh. And I used to love him in high school. We all did, if you're our age. And so I was like, who I maybe should revisit? Who I should maybe get involved with? How about Enrique Martin? How about Ricky Martin? What a legend. Okay. And he, his performance at the halftime show was so powerful and beautiful. He sang this song that's basically like, don't let what happened to Hawaii happen to Puerto Rico. But there's like this additional layer of meaning from Ricky which is just sort of like, don't let the music industry gentrify you either, because that's what happened to me. So it was sort of like this extra layer of meaning when he's singing this song about, you know, Hawaii's journey to statehood and what that meant for the indigenous people that live there, and continues to mean as, I guess, we let Mark Zuckerberg buy the entire state. I don't care for it. Anyway, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to some Ricky Martin on this plane.
Okay.
And he has a lot of, like when we were in high school is when he released his English language album. And he has some bangers on there. Don't get it twisted. But this man is at his most powerful. And I think he himself, after he put out that English language album, was just kind of like, I don't know if that's really my vibe.
He said, you know what he said, Megan? No gracias.
No gracias, he said. He said, no. Which is Spanish for no. And he went back to making, I could be wrong. Oh, please don't get mad at me. But I don't think he's made an English language album since then.
Good.
So good for him. And he's flourishing. You know, he's doing great. So I download some Ricky Martin. I download like a best of Ricky Martin playlist or whatever. This man, Ricky Martin, has the freaking juice, bro. Get involved with Ricky Martin, Megan's Journey 2, Livin' La Vida Loca. Because this man has a song called Pegate. I don't know. It means come close to me or something like that. And he performed it at his MTV Unplugged. I have listened to that song 873 times since I left for Puerto Rico and since I came back. Pegate has infected my brain. All of my brain cells are Pegate. It's crazy what this song has done to me.
I didn't know he did an MTV Unplugged.
Me neither. Wow. I only discovered it on my little Southwest flight to Fort Lauderdale and then onward to San Juan. I said, Ricky, this rocks. So I'm very pleased to announce that Megan's Journey 2 is Ricky Martin themed. Mm-hmm. And I would love for anyone who wants to join me, because I feel like when we look back on the Ricky Martin era, the height of his era among English speakers anyway, it's kind of thought of as like a little bit of a jokey joke.
Right. Yeah. Unfair.
This man,
a one-hit wonder.
Yeah. And he's, you better listen again.
Now, what about Menudo, Megan? Are you into Menudo?
Now, I didn't go that far back into his oeuvre, but I'm thinking about it.
I think you might like what you hear.
I think you might like what you hear.
You might like what you hear.
And so if you would like to join me on this Ricky Martin journey,
it's called,
please do let me know.
It's called Livin' La Vida Journey.
Livin' La Vida Viaje con Megan. Text Me Back podcast. He's great. He's so great. And I feel like, what a special guy. What a nice man. Is he a criminal in some way? I hope not.
I think he had a wee little Me Too.
He did have a wee little Me Too, but then it was actually literally proven that the person was lying. Isn't that fantastic?
I figured that you do your due diligence, and also you never know your caca diligence. You never know less about pop culture than me, so I was just figuring that you had checked.
It's a real relief because damn, Pegate goes fucking hard. Anyway, so let me know by the way, if you're already ass deep in your Ricky Martin journey, let me know.
If you're already ass deep in Pegate.
For the record, I, for the first time in the history of the show, said something that Lindy didn't like.
I didn't like it.
And when I said ass deep in Ricky Martin, she went, ooh.
It just seemed disrespectful.
Phrasing. Anyway, if you are ass deep in a journey involving Ricky Martin, let me know what are your favorite canciones de él. Thanks. I love him. And that's Megan's Journey 2. Hit the road, dude.
Hit the road, dude. This ain't no state property. This is private property.
This is Ricky Martin's property. Okay. Anyway, he's on tour, but only in Eastern Europe at the moment. But I really did have this moment of like, maybe I will go to Kazakhstan to see Ricky Martin.
Somebody has her passport back. I'm just saying.
Kazakhstan Tourism Board, we're influencers.
If you want Lindy and Meagan to use some of the podcast money to go to Eastern Europe and see Ricky Martin on tour, let us know.
Give us a call. 703-829-0003.
There is this funny thing where because people subscribe to the podcast using money,
I know,
which they're doing voluntarily.
We didn't make any of you.
They like the podcast. Again, Meagan, I know, hard to believe, but.
And yet I see none of them on this Zoom call.
I do feel like we have to ask them for permission to use the money. But we actually don't. Like, we could be like, here's what we're doing with the money in 2027. Yeah. We're going to Eastern Europe.
We should do that. Actually, I think people would like it. I think they would. Really good. Like, let's lay out exactly what we're doing with your funds. That's why when we filmed in person on your birthday in New York and I brought in that ice cream cake, I was like, don't worry. I know. I didn't use the podcast money for the cake. And then somebody in the Discord was like, you're allowed to use the podcast money. I'm like, I would be delighted to learn that the podcast money went to buying little snacks and treats for Lindy. And I was like,
what?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What in your head do you think they're donating the podcast money for?
I'm like, equipment? Like a mixing board? Is that the soundboard from Electric Ladyland?
They're donating it, Meagan, so that we can use it for cacas and giggles.
For pee-pee, poo-poo, caca. And cake.
And
Cake-a.
Giggles.
And laughs and things.
Meagan, let's sidebar this. Let's table this and have a breakout session off air about going to Eastern Europe. What's funny about it is that I don't like going to concerts. So... And I've never heard a single Ricky Martin song other than Livin' La Vida Loca.
No, I bet you remember what's Shake Your Bon Bon?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I do like bonbons. So sorry, delete that. No. So yeah, I think there's nothing funnier to me than me traveling to Eastern Europe to go to a Ricky Martin concert. Sort of against my will for the plot, they say. Okay.
Yeah. Ricky Martin.
I can't believe you didn't react to me burping.
Well, because I was looking at a picture of Ricky Martin. I literally have a tab open up over here that just has Ricky Martin on it. So I wasn't even paying attention to you at all, really. He's so handsome.
He's so handsome. And I thought so even in high school. And I think it was in our high school yearbook, there was a page about like kids applying for college. You know how you would do like a spread about different things? There was a spread about kids going to college. And the like headline on the page was Livin' La Vida College. Boy, did I laugh at Livin' La Vida College.
Okay. And that's once again Viaje de Meagan Parte 2 Enrique Martin. Lindy, what's going on in the realm of parasociality?
All right. I don't know what kind of segment this is, but let's call it
Crazy Lady Living in a Bag.
Okay. So I've just been thinking a lot about parasociality. I was trying to think of a title for this segment, which it doesn't need, but I was doing that. And then I was like, oh, it's like paranormal activity, but parasocial activity. But then I was like, no one will recognize that as a reference to that movie. And then I was like, I wonder if any of the sequels had a subtitle. And indeed, one of them is called the Ghost Dimension. But it doesn't help because no one's heard of that or seen that.
No, it doesn't.
No one's watched Paranormal Activity 4: the Ghost Dimension.
No. Can I say something really quick though? I remember one of our first bits was deciding, because back when we were in high school in the 90s / 2000, the year 2000, everyone would always be like, blah 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 2 Electric Boogaloo. And
Every time.
I feel like that's one of the first things we bonded over. It's like, that is so hack. Pick a different sequel name. Like, by the way, whatever 2 Electric Boogaloo came out in like 1976, so it was an old reference even by the time we were in high school. And I was like, surely other famous sequels have come out with
Right.
a subheading that you could use. And in fact, one did. And when we were in Norway, Sister Act 1 came on, and for whatever reason, we weren't doing anything that night, and we got sucked into Sister Act 1, and we were both like, oh my God, this movie is great.
Yeah.
This movie is entertaining as hell. And look at Whoopi Goldberg getting her life. Man, this is amazing. And then the Norwegian TV station was like, great news. If you liked that, Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit will be on this Friday, which is spelled Fredag. And so for a long time, we just kept calling Friday Freedag. And so thus it became the law of our friendship that if you're going to talk about a sequel, you got to say 2 Back in the Habit. Which is why not Electric Boogaloo, which is why I think I said that earlier when I was talking about Megan's Journey 2. But now you know the backstory. It's really important.
Well, but then Megan, there's another chapter, which is that I felt like we said Back in the Habit so much that I started to be like, okay. And then it has to have been you. One day, out of nowhere, just drops Legend of Curly's Gold. And I've never laughed harder in my life.
God, I hope that was me, because that's really funny.
I mean, I guess it could have been either. I shouldn't give away my agency. But
don't give away your best material.
But I feel like it can only have sprung from the alchemy of the two of us. How about that?
Yeah, it's really good.
And
I feel like people were doing Owls of Ga'Hoole for a while, although I don't think it's a sequel. It's just like a funny subhead. Yeah. It's like, that's good too.
That's good too. Tokyo Drift obviously is good. But Best Friendship with Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit still on, but new Best Friendship Legend of Curly's Gold maybe also is slightly
really important,
more important best friend. But here's something I wanted to say, Megan.
Go on.
Now I feel like this is a popular joke construction. Everyone's doing Tokyo Drift, I think, at this point. Much like Kaka, has it now been so long since anyone did Electric Boogaloo that it comes back around?
Interesting.
And we like it again.
I'm going to have to sleep on it for 7 nights.
Please.
And then I'll issue my ruling.
So anyway, that's my segment.
No, what happened in the parasocial activity?
Oh, that's right.
Legends of Curly's Gold. The Owls of Ga'Hoole.
I've been thinking a lot about parasocial relationships because of like my book coming out and a lot of the reactions to it. And I guess because here's me always tap dancing for the parasocial forces. Not all of the responses to the book were irrational. Not everything was projection. I just long for the days when not everything was content that received immediate feedback. Yeah. It used to be that you could release a book and then people read it by candlelight in their homes. So I've been thinking a lot about how we develop these imaginary incorporeal relationships with people and also animals that we don't know using the internet. And I had an experience this week that I'm sure many of you are aware of this. I started following this woman who fosters animals. It's kind of all I want to consume right now. I found this raggedy cat and then I nursed it back to health. I found a mangy squirrel and I put cream on it and now it's happy. So I started following this this woman who had rescued a very angry cat named Roo, ROO. And I'll link to her account in the comments. And it was like, she was posting every day. It's like day day 3 with the spiciest shelter cat. And it's
Yeah.
so funny because this cat is like, don't fucking rescue me. I don't like it. And like the woman comes into the room every morning. So she's keeping Rue in her own room so she can decompress. Like and she opens the door and Rue goes every day. It's so funny. And she's so patient with Rue. And you can tell there is like a little bit of progress being made. Like Rue stops actively trying to kill her. Maybe like 20, 25 days in.
Yeah.
Eventually she can like sort of scratch Rue's little head while she's eating a churu sometimes, and then sometimes Rue will attack, but Rue will be like hissing and growling like a monster like while she's eating. Like she'll be like,
yes, I love it.
It's so funny.
So we have in the past fostered kittens. I think everyone who listens to the show knows this, but like 99% of cats are from outside. The goal is to get them before they turn fucking feral. And are like basically, and also like all kittens' eyes are blue when they're born. So like the goal is to try to get them before their eyes turn brown and they become evil or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. But anyway, we had a cat who fostered a kitten for a little bit, who had just sort of crossed the threshold from like gettable to feral. But it was like probably like 10 weeks old, maybe a little too old. And we didn't have its mom, just the kitten. And it had just like the fluff. It's like it had 2 coats of fur. She was so soft. I named her Ruth. And my understanding is the person who adopted her kept the name, which made me really happy. And she was so fucking funny because she was very spicy. Like when you are fostering kittens, the goal is to just love on them as much as they'll let you do. And the longer they've been outside, the longer it takes. So there are times where right when they're finally getting to like you, they're hissing and purring at the same time. And it's the funniest thing ever. They're just like, like they can't decide if they hate you. And then you know there's only like 2 or 3 more days of that. And then they'll be your friend. But anyways, we got Ruth. She came back to the light.
Wow.
And she stopped hissing at us, but she was like hissing, purring at the same time. And it's the funniest. It is the funniest combo of emotions ever. It is so hilarious. If you have the wherewithal to foster some kittens, it's so fun. Especially now, look, fostering neonatal kittens, I do not recommend. But kittens who have been around and we're pretty sure are going to survive, that's a gas. Highly recommend.
I mean, Megan, that's my dream.
I know.
Now you're speaking my language. Oh, maybe I could foster kittens since they're not permanent. Interesting.
You just give them back.
You just give them back.
Say, here's your cat.
Something to think about. Anyway, so that's exactly what Rue is like. Hissing and purring. Maybe not quite purring, but definitely like enjoying the churu.
Yeah.
And then the lady, the foster lady would like, there's a futon in the room. So she started doing sleepovers. So she would very bravely, by the way.
Very brave. Yeah.
Because this cat wants to peel back your skin.
She wants to melt her face off.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones style.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she would sleep in there. And then it's so cute because there was like a night vision camera and Rue would like come up to the side of the bed and put her little paws up on the futon and just like sort of look at her and be like, oh. I don't think nice. She ever quite got to like jumping up there.
Yeah.
Okay. So of course this builds this big community of people. The lady fostering Rue gets norovirus. She is not well. And she's sort of out for like 3 or 4 days. She can't make any new video. She's not posting any videos because she's sick.
Yeah.
And because of the way that the internet works.
Oh, no.
There's this time lag. And what's actually happened behind the scenes is that Rue has been adopted. She has adopted Rue out to a super experienced woman with several other cats and like formerly feral cats that she has like tamed basically. And that lady said, hey, do you mind if I start posting content about Rue? And you know, what's she going to be like? It's her cat. No. Yeah, you can't. She doesn't want to say no. She's like, yeah, of course, you should do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So this other lady posts a video that's like day 1 with spicy Rue, and the algorithm, because it's terrifying, serves it to everyone that was following Rue. And then people went fucking nuts. A couple people were like, "Oh, that's crazy. There's another cat that looks just like this named Rue." Then the original lady gets in the comments. She's like, "Oh no, this is the same Rue. I didn't have a chance to post it yet because I've been sick, but isn't this great news? She got adopted." And then people are like criticizing the woman that adopted Rue, has her in a bathroom, which honestly, from a non-expert POV, Rue seems way less scared in a smaller room. She seems a lot more comfortable. She seems less freaked out, less reactive. I don't know. I'm like, this seems
like a good setup. Yeah.
Seems like a good setup. People are like, she used to have a window with a hammock.
Oh my God.
And it's like, first of all, she's not going to live in the bathroom for the rest of her life. Like, so anyway, people are just being horrible.
As you'll see in the caption, it's day one.
Then people start to go after the original foster lady, being like, I can't believe you would do this to all of us who have been loyally following this account without even just some kind of a heads up that you were adopted. And it's like, this is the line where I'm like, okay, if I were to make it about myself, if you want to critique the writing or even the content of the book, analogy being, if you think that the bathroom is too small of a room for the cat and you want to say that, whatever. But when you go then into like, you owed me personally a heads up
about the cat's bathroom.
That is really jarring for all of us who are attached to Rue to suddenly see her. Hey, you gotta get a grip.
You're going to have to calm down. Maybe you could go on your own cat fostering journey if it's so important to you. Because I get served a lot of TikToks of a similar type. Like people are like, I was just, I came over to drop groceries off at my mom's house and found a litter of kittens in her air conditioning or whatever. Sure. I don't know. People are always finding like kittens behind the Popeyes. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Of course there's a feral cat colony behind the Popeyes.
Great place to live. Yeah.
That's where I'd set up shop too. Hello. Anyway. And then all the comments will be like, those are your cats now. Oh, the cat distribution system's at work. And then they get mad when it's like, well, I called animal control and they came and got the kittens. The kittens are safe. It's like, what? Like I've seen this more than once where it's like, I'm sorry, you wanted this 19-year-old man to adopt 6 kittens because he found them behind a Popeyes.
Meagan,
there's no fate. There's no God. God did not say go to Popeyes and find these kittens because all 5 of them are for you. Like get a fucking grip, man. Not everyone can just like have a dog they found in the sewer.
When it's like, I'm cycling across Patagonia and I found a litter of 9 sheepdog puppies.
Like, those are your dogs now. No, they're not.
Where's he supposed to put them?
What, you want me to take all 9 of these sheepdogs to a Patagonian vet for the shots they need to come to the United States? Are you out of your mind? I mean, by the way, like, so there are some people who are equipped to do that. Like there's like Kitten Lady is a really good example. Like she has posted videos where she's been on vacation in like Central America or whatever. And she like found a kitten or kittens like on the train tracks or something.
I know.
But she is like, first of all, she's highly skilled, really, well-trained. She's been doing this for years. She does take care of neonatal kittens. Like she knows what she's doing and she's built like a business, not a business, but you know what I mean? Like she's able to do this kind of thing. And so then people have this expectation that like your average guy is going to find a dog in like a gutter in Guadalajara and somehow know what to do to bring the dog back. Like, it's not. Also, that's like, not how it works.
But people are even mad if the person, like, say I'm cycling across Patagonia, which I might,
which I'm constantly doing. By the way,
I find 9 chunky puppies and their mom, and I somehow fit all these puppies into my
cycling basket.
Yeah,
your pannier.
My pannier, and then I take them to the vet. Like people do like go the extra mile to help these animals. And then when they're like, okay, and then I left them with a great foster family. People are like, what?
Nice. How dare you?
So yeah. And it's like, you guys, come on. But so By the way, I did Kitten Ladies. Hannah Shaw is her name. I did her just.
She used to live here.
Oh,
so Adam knows her from his kitten days. Yeah.
Oh, I should have asked her. I should have said, I know Adam.
Do you remember that surly guy that worked at the cat rescue? And she'd be like, "Oh yeah, I did know him."
Hey, do you remember the famous mute?
All he says is Whitney Houston. Do you know him? She probably would have been like, "Absolutely, I do."
But I did her book event. Her and her husband, they made a book called Cats of the World. Great book. Picture, like large format, like coffee table book, basically.
Nice.
But also with essays about cat rescue and different cat organizations around the world. It's a really cool book. And they were great. I did their Seattle book event. And we should have them on the pod. Why not?
Yeah. Hannah, if you're listening, which you're not, because this is a phone call between two women.
Right. That's right.
So.
But I asked her, I was like, how come other people are constantly on the kitten distribution system network?
Yeah.
but not Lindy West. Why?
Yeah. It's a good question.
I don't remember what she said, but it was.
Oh, I want to know.
I started the story, and as I was talking, I was like, "But what was it that she did say?"
This isn't going to pay off at all. It's a blessing and a curse to be in the distribution system, man, because it's a lot of logistics. Like that day that we found that fucking chicken outside, I was like, God damn it, this is going to be 9 hours of my life. By the way, no one got mad at me for not adopting the rooster, which I appreciate. Thank you.
Well, they didn't tell you. Maybe they did in their hearts.
Maybe they're in their group chat being like, what a bitch.
No, I think she said that, like, if you have a job where you're like out moving around a lot during certain seasons of the year, when it's kitten season, certain people are just like in a position to run into kittens. And if you work from home and you live in the woods,
not going to happen.
It's probably not going to happen. So I was like, okay, I'll become
You wouldn't like the type of kittens that you would find out there. The scary.
Anyway, but so the people were so mean to the adopter of Rue that she was like, okay, I'm not going to post any content about Rue, I guess.
What the fuck? Why would she?
Yeah. And so she stopped posting. Then they really go nuts. They
original they swatted her house.
The original foster lady had to make a video being like, hi, please stop. What are you doing?
God.
Why are you harassing this incredible woman who is taking Rue in, who like understands that cats are not, their purpose in life is not to be petted by humans, and they're like wonderful independent beings that should be allowed to just exist in a space even if they aren't cuddly. The thing that really blew my mind that I just felt like was so telling of how people get, and if you start to feel like this is your sign that you've gone over a line, is this entitlement as though you're part of the story. Like
right, you're just passively observing it. And also, like, I know everybody knows this, but the stuff people post online, some guy posting a video of him finding kittens behind the Popeyes is like a 30-second snapshot of what that experience was like. And we're getting like the cutest and best part of it. And that's true for like most things that people post on social media. What you're not seeing is, by the way, Adam has fostered neonatal kittens who their mother went for cigarettes and didn't come back. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? She went out for milk and she didn't come back. Anyway, it was really hard. You have to wake up like once an hour. You got to put the slop in the little feeding tube. And it's really hard.
You gotta like rub their butthole so that they poop.
You have to be their mommy.
Yeah.
Because their mommy she gone. Okay. We don't know where she went.
She's in Canada.
You wouldn't know her. Anyway. And the outcomes for kittens that small aren't always that great. We don't need to get any further into it. We don't need to talk anymore about that. But to like get up on somebody's Instagram, getting mad at them because they didn't snatch a whole litter of kittens from behind the grocery store or whatever is actually crazy, because actually spend 2 seconds thinking about what you would do in that situation. Like even I, a person with direct contacts with the animal rescue industry, would not be able to take in 6 kittens, maybe for like an hour until until like Adam came home and got them. But like, it's asking a lot. And it's what you're really demanding is like people provide entertainment for you, because that's what you're doing. You're just sort of passively enjoying some content that you're getting, which is fine. That's all life is now. But you don't get to be mad about it like when the quote unquote show gets canceled, because it's not a show. It's somebody's actual life, you know? And actually, that kind of reminds me of, I had an update on the TikTok digest. It's kind of, and it's actually kind of related, so I'm just going to talk about it here. But in a previous TikTok digest, we talked about nice things we were seeing online. And one was those guys, the taste buds, who go to a restaurant from a different country in New York. And by the way, that's still going strong. It's so good. And they have a spinoff. It's called Taste Buds to Go, where they go back and revisit guys that they've already seen and either go back to their restaurant and get more food, or lately they took Kinley from the Bhutanese restaurant, or they went with Kinley from the Bhutanese restaurant to a singer from Bhutan's concert.
Stop.
They all went, and they ate at the Venezuelan restaurant that they went to on a previous episode. So it was really nice and really sweet. So no bad news about the taste buds. However, the high schoolers that bring random items from home to school, unfortunately, that series has been canceled because they're graduating from high school. So they can't bring random items from home. And I found myself being like, no, go to college together. Why can't all 8 of you all just go to like Mizzou or something?
Yeah.
And you could keep bringing random items from home. And I obviously didn't comment that or anything. Mostly the comments were normal and sweet, but there were some comments that were just like, well, why just keep doing it? And it's like, what's the plan? They just drop out of college and bring random items from home to wear.
And now imagine saying that, but in an angry way.
Like, imagine being fucking furious at a bunch of 18-year-olds.
Being like, wow, I mean, congratulations on getting into college, but actually a lot of us have been following this account and we've been really supportive.
I can't believe you didn't give us a heads up that you were seniors in high school so we could have mentally prepared for this.
Like, what the fuck do you want? By the way, the lady who adopted Rue, on like the 7th day, Rue did something so cute that the lady was like, okay, I'll bring it back. She was like, I can't not post this. So Rue's doing great. But like, I just, not to be an old person, but I fear for what the phones are doing to us.
I know.
I've been so depressed the last, like, I don't know, probably just since I got home from tour, I think, because it's such a weird adjustment. But like, I haven't been able to I watched all of season 2 of The Pit in like two days. Like, I just can't, which is
that's a good depression
nice
show, by the way.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Show for the depression.
Sometimes I would have to get up and like feed myself, and I'd be like, ugh, okay. But
that's how I know it's getting really bad for me. I know we've talked about this before. I know that I'm like about to hit a depressive episode if one of two things happen. I think to myself, I don't need to brush my teeth. That is a real big red flag for me. If I'm like, I don't need to brush my teeth today, better up the meds. Or 2, I hate drinking water because I hate getting up to go to the bathroom.
That now
not good.
Now talk about a subtitle. Adult braces 2 : I don't like drinking water because I hate having to get up to go to the bathroom.
I don't have time for that.
It's such a time suck, though.
It sucks. Yes. Ugh. Can I say, and I just want to say one thing about The Pit, and then we can go back to what you were talking about. But can I just say, the Sean Hattasey Renaissance has been so beautiful to behold, because as you know, you and I have loved that man since The Faculty, parentheses, 1998. Jon Stewart got a pencil to the eyeball.
Yep.
Everybody was freaking out over Josh Hartnett at the time. And I said, now, hey, let's keep it going for Sean Hattasey. Hello. And then he disappeared for I'm sure he was still doing stuff, but he disappeared to me for many years.
With the object impermanence.
Yeah. I'm like, who? No, nobody jingle jangled. Nobody jingle jangled Sean Hattasey in front of me for like 20 years. And I was like, well, I guess he gone. I don't know what happened to him. Anyway, now he's back. And the way he says stuff on that show is very sexual. I know everybody talks about this, but that thing where the one doctor was like, oh, well, how am I going to get this patient an Uber? Like, how am I going to pay for it? And he goes, I'll pay for it. And I said,
You know what's funny? I had avoided the Pit season 2 content because I didn't want spoilers. And when that moment happened, I was like, guarantee you that's a meme. Guarantee you people are losing it.
Nailed it. He said, I'll pay for it.
By the way, did he? Because
yeah, I think he did. He
did?
just like took care of it. I think they Uber Eats or DoorDashed some supplies to this guy's house because he didn't want to pay his bills for, I think he had diabetes or something. I can't remember.
His name was Orlando.
Yeah, and they sent him some like electrolyte drinks and stuff like that. But no spoilers. We didn't give the chill out. That happens a couple hours later. Anyways, and then he says, I'll pay for it. And then do you want to know what happened to my pants? They came right off.
I don't. No,
they fell right off. There's nothing in the Constitution that says you have to wear pants when Sean Hannity is on your screen. Okay.
That's true. Yet until this Supreme Court gets involved.
Wait till Samuel Alito finds out about that.
But yeah, I've been so depressed, and to me, depression usually, like, I don't have a feeling of sadness. I just have a feeling of I can't move or think or do anything. I am frozen in time. Except unfortunately, time passes.
They say it continues even if you're not interested.
All of this is to say, I feel in my bones that a huge contributing factor to this depression is my phone. And I want to not have it so bad, Megan. Except it's a devil's bargain because
I know
the thing killing me is the phone, and the thing keeping me alive is the group chat and the Settlers of Catan.
That's
that I play on my phone.
That's what they say. That's what the devil said when he drafted the bargain.
Right. So I want the dumb phone. I want the dumb phone. I want it. But I just don't know what to do. I think I'm going to start bricking my phone all day and then I guess answering all my texts at one time in 1 hour at night. But it's hard.
Give it a shot. Or like maybe just start from like 9 to noon. You don't look at it, or you brick it for like the morning.
Yeah. I guess I could just use Messenger on my computer. Like if I want to text, I could text on the computer.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, let us know what animal you're parasocially attached to. And what teenagers did you yell at in the comments today? 703-829-0003. Keep us posted. We're going to take a break, I guess. We never did take one. And then we're going to end the show with the segment we're calling I Don't Know Yet.
Could be anything.
Could be anything. Well, Lindy.
Sorry I made that sad.
No, it wasn't sad. I think people will feel a lot of relatability. It's so hard to be alive. Can I say something too? It's just like, I find myself in my therapy now being like, am I allowed to feel okay? Because here's what's triggering my PTSD these days. Previously, it was the snowstorm,
right?
That made me feel like COVID's coming back. Now they say there's a cruise ship out there with a bunch of people on it with hantavirus. And they're saying they didn't just get it from the mouse poop. They're saying it's transmitting between humans, which supposedly is very rare. And I said, I can't. No, we already did that one. Yeah. I don't like that. Yeah. Put them back on the boat and leave them there. Yeah. Shoot the boat back out into the sea and wish them best of luck, but they can't come to land because I'm not doing that again. Yeah. I have just only recently recovered physically from the last pandemic. Buddy, I almost got diabetes during the last one. Okay. So I don't really have time for whatever the hantavirus is cooking up. Do you know what I'm saying?
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well thanks to a little pill with a big story to tell.
The problem was that I was not managing it well, and I was only eating lollipops, which is, there's nothing morally wrong with that.
What kind? Like a Tootsie Pop?
You know, do people like Tootsie Roll Pops? Because I think they fucking whip.
Oh,
They're so good. I like the chocolate, of course, but I like any red ones.
Mm-hmm.
The red ones are my favorite.
Megan, can I tell you something? I kind of like all of them. Chocolate is at the bottom for me. So maybe we could do some sort of a trade.
A little swap. Can I also say another one, which is this. I like those weird little Tootsie Rolls that come in non-chocolate flavors. And you know what one is really good? Vanilla.
Hell yeah, Megan. Megan, for that matter, you know what I bought the other day? Full length Tootsie Roll Grande, Megan. I bought a foot long and I munched it.
It's so good. And it hurts your jaw. Oh, it's nice.
Also, one thing about Tootsie Pops before we move on, I love them. And
yes.
And one time I was like, this is a great sweet treat to have around. I'm going to buy like a Halloween sized bag of them and have it in the drawer. And then whenever I want a sweet treat, I can have one. Megan, the roof of my mouth.
Cut right up.
You're saying you only just recovered from COVID? I think the roof of my mouth is only in the last 36 hours healed from the bag of Tootsie Pops that I bought 6 years ago.
Yeah. And we wish her best wishes. Best of luck to her.
A microplane could never do what the frickin'
that little cheese grater that they use on your foot. That's what that Tootsie Roll Pop does.
Exactly.
Anyway, I was just gonna say, I find myself in therapy being like, I want to talk about global disease.
I know.
Am I allowed to use my therapy to complain about war? And my therapist is like, sure, if you want to.
I know.
It's your funeral. Anyway, so that's what's going on at my desk.
Speaking of medical science.
Yes. Well, so something happened recently to me on this show. Oh, yes. It was when I went to Puerto Rico and I humiliated myself in front of that group of men by accidentally taking a little sippy sip of rum, and it went down the wrong pipe and I started coughing and they all called me a lightweight. Yeah. And I said, I'll see you on the course, Jack. And then I beat all their asses at an 18 round hole.
That's right.
Round?
You bogeyed their asses.
I eagled the motherfuckers par style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Anyway, I got them. Anyway, and we were talking about that. And then later you were like, why is there no English word for it went down the wrong pipe? Yep. Because you have to say, though, it went down the wrong pipe. It's inelegant. It's time consuming.
It's been weighing heavy on my mind for years, Megan.
It's a case that never sat right with you.
That's right. Because it doesn't just happen when you're drinking Bacardi. Sometimes you do it to yourself with your own spit. Okay?
Speak on this. Speak on it.
And nothing is more humiliating, especially in the age of COVID, than you're just sitting there. You breathe wrong, and then you're coughing on a bus, and then you have to yell out to everyone, it's not COVID. I just accidentally breathed some droplets of my own spit down the wrong pipe in the wrong way.
You see, it's inelegant.
You have to say,
time consuming.
I spitted too much in my breathing tube or whatever.
Like the fastest you could say it is, I choked on my own spit, but that sounds gross.
But then I'm talking to strangers about my own spit. I don't like it.
And can we just say it sounds vaguely sexual in a gross way?
Exactly. It makes it worse. So really quick, this is a segment that we're calling either the dictionary or the pit. Because it's medical. So maybe get in the comments. Tell us what you like.
Let us know. It was so funny when we were first texting about this. And you said, in a new segment, we're calling the dictionary. It made me laugh and laugh and laugh. But it could be the pit too, because this is about medical science. This is about biology. This is about pediatrics.
It's fucking
Okay,
serious business, Megan.
This is neurology. Okay.
Megan, it's a scourge upon this earth. And you know that in Germany, they've got a word. They got one word for it.
Oh, yeah. Come on. What should it be called? Because I bet you're right. Like the Germans have something probably called like shit and farting.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, and as the daughter of a nurse, speaking of the pit.
Also, shit and farting, I think, is sleigh. Schlitten
That's
farting
right.
is jingle bell. Or is it sleigh?
Megan, I can't.
Robert, let us know. Anyway, go ahead.
So as the daughter of a nurse, hashtag the pit. And also as sort of like a little know-it-all goody two-shoes. Like I'm one of these people who I know a lot of facts, Megan.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of stuff in a superficial way. I'm a dilettante.
She can tell time on an analog clock. Okay. So.
Megan, I can identify your unusual dog breed. I'm a person who often knows the answer to something, but I don't want to make people feel bad, so I pretend I don't. I'm a freak. I don't know. And so what I want to say when my spit goes down the wrong pipe is I've merely aspirated some of my own saliva.
Mm-hmm.
But then you just sound like a dickhead. You know what I mean?
Like a dickhead on the bus of all places.
But like I breathed up my own, I spit it too much and then I breathed it all up. It doesn't do anything. So I think
I swallowed wrong makes me sound like a dumbass.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also it's not exactly right. First of all, why does that even happen?
By the way, question. Are there two pipes even?
Well, on the pit, there's that part where they put the scope in and you see it branch.
Yes, I do remember that.
But
there
I'm
are
like
two pipes.
But
it feels like it's happening closer to the source.
Yeah, because I think that was splitting into the two lungs. So I think there's too much.
Doctors, nurses, what's going on with the pipes?
Veterinarians, even.
Hello.
But okay, this is an opportunity. Hear me out. For Text Me Back podcast to become a part of the fabric of culture that will be remembered for all of time.
In a segment we're calling linguistics.
That's right.
In a segment we're calling tastemakers.
Yes. If we come up with a word for when your spit goes down the wrong pipe and you breathe it into your lung and you can't stop coughing for so long. Why does it take so long? And also, by the way,
it goes on for hours.
Why can't your lung handle one little micro droplet of spittle?
Hello.
So
why did the evolutionary microorganisms not fucking figure that out 80 billion years ago?
Hello. So what if we as a community came up with a word for this? And I cannot believe that no one has thought of this yet. And don't look up if someone else did.
We'll be remembered forever.
We'll be remembered forever, right alongside Napoleon, Megan. Napoleon's horse. Napoleon's dog. Napoleon's
Eric from the sewers.
So, okay. Okay, really quick, just to get people's juices flowing. Rapid fire brainstorm. What could we call it?
Oh no, I got zorked.
I zorked. Yes. What if I chorkled? No.
Chorkled.
I horkled. It's kind of hard to say. It's a huckulus. Hunk.
Oh. Hey, huckulus. Now I think we might be cooking a little bit with huckulus.
Okay.
We need your help.
Help us.
Please write in. But we need a word.
We need a word.
If you're a linguistics professor, let us know.
When you submit something, say it out loud and make sure it rolls off the tongue, because what we're trying, we need, this is why huckulus doesn't quite work. It's like, I don't like saying it. We don't want to be saying something awkward in this vulnerable moment. In fact, it could be something beautiful. Like, they say cellar door, most beautiful, like something, most beautiful phrase. Like
they say that.
Yeah, there's some poet or something is like the most beautiful combination of sounds in English is cellar door. I don't remember the origin of that, but
it's like, I horse-legged.
Okay, I like horse-legged.
Anyway, we got to wrap this up. I'm very tired.
I got to go to the bathroom so bad.
I don't have time to go to the bathroom. Anyways, let us know what the word should be. We're doing a really bad job of riffing.
What we should have done is come up with some riffs in advance and brought them to the table.
We sure didn't do that. So we're going to have to cut this whole segment now. But write in, what should it be called? Horse leg?
So far, horse leg is my favorite.
Horculus? Let us know. Cabbage.
Oh, how about I've got squirt throat.
Okay, anyways. Hey, Text Me Back Pod is the name of this podcast. Patreon.com/textmebackpod is how you can support it. Although after all this, I don't know if that's what you
Megan, it was
do.
a really good idea for a segment. I just beefed it on the brainstorming part.
We both beefed it on the brainstorming part, which is where the listeners come in. They say people listen to the show.
We need them to save us.
703-829-0003, deartextmeback@gmail.com. And get this, dude. Producer Allie was in the freaking mines, the customer service mines, with the YouTube people for like 4 days straight.
Long.
And she convinced them to change our name and handle from T3X to me back to it's just Text Me Back Pod. So if you just go to youtube.com/blah blah blah Text Me Back Pod, there we are. That's our username over there now. The number 3 isn't involved at all. And that's on period. And that's on Allie Slice.
That's right.
Okay?
And don't ask how it got in there in the first place. It's none of your business.
The way it got in there in the first place is I tried to name it Text Me Back Pod and they're like, that's not allowed.
I
You're
know.
not allowed to. So I had to change it to T3X to me.
It was so weird and gross.
It was very strange. So anyway, now it's normal. And also, please go check us out on YouTube. You know, Allie works so hard on those videos.
Oh my God, she does such a good job.
Just for us to show up looking like a couple of toes. But today we did okay. Lindy's wearing lipstick. I put on a little bit of eyeshadow, although it just kind of looks...
You look great. I looked
sleepy.
really bad at the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Well, you were right. But I put on mascara. Sometimes, does this ever happen to you? Do you feel like your eyeballs change size? Because I took my glasses off today. I feel like my eyes have never been smaller. I guess it's just my face gets bigger and more, and I'm puffy today. Probably dehydrated.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I've had that specifically, but I definitely feel like when I don't wear eyeliner, I feel incomplete. Like I feel like my eyes look very different with liner versus no liner. But maybe not so much with glasses. But then I'm new to the glasses game. I'm new to the presbyopia game. By the way, presbyopia was an answer on Jeopardy a couple weeks ago. And I was like, oh, do I know the answer to that? Ken Jennings. Get involved with this.
Presbyopia. Okay, what about crispy throat?
Pia.
How
about caca?
Caca throat. I've got caca throat.
Let us know. Now the show's over and we're leaving. By the way, I'm wearing a Thor t-shirt I bought in the height of my madness. I've turned it into a crop top. I have got to stop buying t-shirts. My t-shirt drawer is overflowing with shit I bought during a manic episode.
Sorry, I sent
must
you
stop this.
Sorry, I sent you a t-shirt non-consensually.
You think I was mad about that? Think again, sucker. All right, goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this episode that went on for 17 years.
I love you.
We love all of the 2 women who listen to this podcast. Me,
oh, yes. That's right.
And you.
I loved having our phone call.
We'll see you next week at the board meeting. Don't forget your do-outs. Bye.